Hello, my friends. My name is Harold, and welcome to the Sanctum. This is the next video in the series in astrological zodiac symbolism, where we'll be delving deeper into the sign of Cancer, which is the fourth sign in the zodiac wheel of the year. In the previous video, we spoke about Gemini, and now we shall move on to the next sign, which is the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is essentially associated with the crab. So the elemental correspondence of this sign is cardinal water. And of course, for that reason, water is associated with the emotions. So Cancer, first of all, being the first water sign in the zodiac chart that we've spoke about so far, corresponds quite strongly with the emotions and oftentimes very emotional. It's a very emotional sign. And once again, I repeat, if you are a Cancer, meaning if your sun sign is in Cancer and if you're watching this video, I'm not necessarily talking about you. I'm talking about the archetypal energy and nature of Cancer as a sign. If you're watching this and you go, hang on a minute, I'm not emotional. Maybe you've got a different sign that counters and rebalances that in some way, as in the moon sign or in your rising sign or something like that. So when I'm talking about Cancer, I'm talking about the archetypal energy of Cancer. So it's very emotional in nature. It's linked with cardinal water. And of course, if you look at the behavior of the crab, right? The crab, first of all, it's got big claws and it has a hard shell, right? And this shell protects the softness of the crab. The inside of the crab is very soft and the shell is very hard. So for that reason, Cancer is associated with protection, right? And can be very protective in nature, hence why the shell protects the softness of the inside of the crab, because the inside of the crab, just like even in terms of a psychological nature, it's very sensitive, it's very soft, it's very compassionate, right? It's because of its emotions, it can get easily hurt. So for that reason, it's got a strong exterior shell. And it's got big claws, so of course it can also snap. But because of its big claws, it can snap and hold on to something a bit too tightly. And sometimes crabs their claws can get locked onto something and it can get stuck on something. So in the same way, the archetypal nature of Cancer can get stuck in a particular situation that may take place and really hold on to the emotions. And it may even lead to a feeling of guilt that may last longer than it needs to. So that's one of the darker aspects of the particular sign. But another aspect of the sign of Cancer is, first of all, Cancer is associated with the moon. It is ruled by the moon, just like every zodiac sign is ruled by a particular planet. And this one is associated with the moon. And of course, the moon, first of all, is associated with the unconscious mind or subconscious mind, but also is associated with the mother. Right? And Cancer has also an association with the mother. And also, just like the shell that the crab has, that is the home for the crab, right? So the crab can take in all its little claws and go inside its shell, and it's like a protective home. So in the same way, just like the moon also is associated with the home, the crab is also associated with home, where we feel protected, safe, and secure. So, of course, Cancer is also related to security, a sense of security. And another association with the mother is, if you think about it, your first home that you ever had was in your mother's womb, where you've lived in water for about 9 months or so. I know that may vary from people to people, but around 9 months or so, your mother's womb was your home. It was your protective shell. So, for that reason, just like every sign is associated with the body part or body parts, the sign of Cancer is associated first with the breasts, but also the womb and also the ribs. And there's also an association with the stomach specifically. Right? So those are the particular body parts that's associated with the zodiac sign of Cancer. And of course, due to the sensitive nature of the mother is also very caring, right? Is full of unconditional love. So Cancer too is very caring, very nurturing, like a mother, would like to nurture and look after others, make them feel at home. So there is that strong association as well in terms of the archetypal Cancerian energies. And due to that unconditional caring love that Cancer can provide, Cancers can be almost like a beacon of light to help those who are in need, who really need emotional support in that way. And for that reason, they can be very family oriented and have a strong connection to family. And just like its association with the mother, it's the first sign that's associated with birth, because later on when we get to Scorpio, we'll be talking about death and its association with death, and then even beyond to Pisces, that which is beyond death, that liminal space. So anyway, for that reason, Cancer is also associated with birth. The other thing is, if you look at the behavior of the crab doesn't walk forwards, it walks sideways. So for that reason, it can be very indirect, and will beat around the bush before getting into a particular point. So oftentimes, those who have strong Cancer placement can sometimes beat around the bush and go all the way around, and try to eventually get to the point by indirectly conveying what they're trying to say. So there's that indirect nature as well to Cancer. And Cancer, the tarot card associated with Cancer is the Chariot card. The Chariot card. So that is essentially an introduction to the symbolism and the archetypal nature of Cancer. And coming up next is the zodiac sign of Leo. And there's one more thing I wanted to say. And of course, the Cancer is also the next sign in the wheel of the year that rules the summer solstice. So we already looked at the spring equinox, which was associated with the zodiac sign of Aries. And now we've come to that midpoint, which is the summer solstice, right? Where all those seeds that were planted in spring in Aries have now started to really grow, and the flowers are starting to now blossom, and the fruits are slowly beginning to emerge from those particular seeds. So I hope this all makes sense. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Take care. Peace.